Alrighty. Just going to wait while we get some stuff up. And I'm going to find my live and watch it on my computer. A little bit different this time, so that hopefully I might be able to see some comments come up. I'll wait for some people to join. There's only a few of us so far. Alrighty, I feel super unprepared today, so I hope you guys have all had a good day. Hey Jules. Alrighty, I'll wait for a few more people to jump on. You're not going to see me this time because, you know, this is where all the magic is going to happen, and forgive my ugly, ugly fingers because I had to get my nails taken off. Hey Natasha, hey Jessica. Alright, we'll wait for a few more people. Oh, thank you, it's the Cricut one. I love this mat too. I kind of feel like I need to get the big mat now in this colour. Hey Brad. Hey Norma. Hey Sharon. Lots of hays. So, hey Patty, I'm good. How are you? Alrighty. Hey Wendy. I could be here all night just saying hey to everybody. There's actually quite a lot that I'm going to be making. Hey Gail. And I have a really weird setup this time around because, well, I wanted to make it all so that you guys could see. So I'm just going to hope that you can see my design space, and I'll have to do it upside down. It's probably really dirty too, I apologise. Alrighty, I just need to wait. Hey Amanda, hey Subi, hey Daryl. You can see Jess is watching and Susie's watching as well, and my sister's watching. Alrighty. So, hey Amanda. Alrighty, so this is going to be quite shadowy because I don't have like a ring light or anything like that. So, my lord Nat, what are you talking about, Emma? Alright, I hate everybody that I'm missing because I want to get started because we're actually making 4 different items tonight. So, and everything's going to be made on the Joy because it's all possible to do these ones on the Joy, and I wanted to show you some really cool different techniques. So first off, what we're going to be making is one of my favourite ones that I really wanted to. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Context. My caption with the hey all you cool cats and kittens is Paul wanted me to say that as my greeting, but I was worried you guys wouldn't like hear it all if you jumped on a little bit later, so I wanted to put it in my caption. So I'm going to start off with some earrings that are feather. So they're actually a Design Space file, and they're called the Bohemian Feather earrings by Leah Griffith, but it's available on Access, and so I've actually customized mine to be the size I want. Whoa, I've got a bug attacking me. And they're not that large, they're a couple of inches. I'll show you what we're actually going to be making. If I can see them. This is the concept that I'm working with. I'll move that out of the way actually. Don't know if you can see them very well. I should put them in my hand maybe. That's a little rude, Paul, but hi and bye anyway. So what we're making are these little feather earrings, and we're actually going to be using duct tape, which I know is a little bit unique, but we're going to give it a go and see how it goes. So I'll just give you guys a good look. Yeah, so they're really cool and lightweight. So first of all, I'll talk about the where you can get your supplies from. Just going to sit these down the bottom. I got a lot of different duct tape from different places. So this pretty coloured one I got from Choice the Warehouse. and they come in a whole variety of different colours. So it's potluck what colours and patterns you get, but they're quite strong to work with because they've got that fabric woven through them. But they're also lightweight to play with. So I'm going to start off by making the Bohemian Feather ones, and I'm just playing with, I got plain old, it's called cloth tape, but it's duct tape. Hi everybody that I've missed, sorry. Got a lot to get through, so I'll work on how I prep for the duct tape. My room's going to be a mess, I'm just throwing everything on the floor. Alrighty, so it is plain old duct tape like you would use for, I don't even know what you use duct tape for, because I don't use it for anything. But for whatever you would normally use duct tape for, it's whatever you would use it for. It's the same stuff, it's the same quality, it's just this stuff is pretty. If I can get the black to work. Give me a moment. Yeah. For fixing stuff. Alrighty, so I'm just going to cut the black. And it rolled away, so I can't, if I stuff this up, sorry, I shouldn't swear. If I stuff this one up, I can't get the roll back because it rolled away. So, apologies. What we need to do is when you cut it open, you need to try and keep it all separate. You need to sort of layer them onto each other. So it's kind of like a fold over thing happening, but the problem is it sticks to itself really quickly. So it's always worse when you do it on a live. I did it so well. Get out of my way. Sorry, the other one was in my way. Oh, it's got a bubble in it, I think. Oh no, it's fine. So you just give it, I just push it together really well. Yes, Jess, Shannon came over to my house and saw all of them in person today. So with my design, I'm actually, I haven't even paired to the Joy. See, this is how disorganized I am today. Where's my settings? I need to pair to my Joy with my Bluetooth. And I'm paired. Cool, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to do the black as the, I think the little front one, and then the leopard in the background. So the black is going to be what's blue on my design, and then the purple part of the design will be this leopard print because it's pretty psychedelic looking. So I'm just going to go make it, and I'm going to make it on the mat. So I'm going to use my Cricut Joy mat, and I'm going to tell it that I want it on the mat for normal materials. I'm just trying to see whether you guys can see that very well. No need to really, Norma. I could, but I mean, I've already done what I need to now. So now that I'm at this screen here, I need to give myself some, I need to do my pink bits. That sounds wrong. And that's going to be my black parts. So I just need to make sure I've got at least 2 inches length for this color. What's so little and cute? The Joy or the earrings? I don't know what you're talking about, Jess. Oh, look at me. Without nails, I can't even open up sticky tape. I'm hopeless. Or duct tape, sorry. I know I'm probably wasting a lot of duct tape here, but I've got heaps, as you can see. So I'm just going to put this bit down, and I try to line it up as best as I can, but not let everything stick down until I get my scraper. It's weird, I'm not used to using a little scraper, but I thought they're the tools that come for Joy, so I have to get used to using them. Alrighty, so it's all stuck down. I'm just going to give it a trim so that it doesn't stick to the mat and bring up any of the coating. So now I've got my 2 pieces of duct tape. Actually, I think I might make the big long feathers black. So I'm going to start with the long, I'm actually going to change it, make it all black at the back. And like normal, you just put it on your little mat, give it a burnish down so that it stays nice and good. And we're going to go continue. I might see if I can make that screen just a little bit brighter. See if that shows up a bit better. I'm just waiting to see how it looks in the screen. Sorry guys. That's a bit better for you, yeah. So now that I'm here and I've got it to this section, I need to set my materials. So what I'm actually going to do is go to popular, where if you see these 2 toggles here, it has favorite and popular. You can tell it you want to use like common, common materials. I'm going to set mine to glitter cardstock. It actually cuts twice, and it really cut well when I tested it yesterday and the day before. So I'm going to now, what does it tell me I need to do? Load my mat. So the Joy is just checking to make sure I've got everything there. And then I just hit go down the bottom. I said go. Come on. The long Joy mats have holes, so like the 12-inch mats have the hook part. For my other ones, I just sort of slot them down beside my Joy. Or sometimes I keep them in the Joy carry bag that I have. But I am trying to think of creative ideas on how to store them. I might get like one of those little suction cap baskets or something that you can put things in, and maybe suction cap it to like the side of a cupboard. So now that this is finished, I'm going to hit unload, and I'm going to peel this off. Now it may not look, because it comes off in one go, it may not look like it cut, but it actually has, and I'll show you more details when we get the other one cut. So once again, we just put our pink, it's not vinyl, I was going to call it vinyl, masking duct tape down and load it. While that's doing, I'm just going to trim down the black because I might use this for another project. And then we just tell it to go because we're going to cut it on the same settings. Yeah, look, you could do so many things, Belinda. Like, it's really amazing what you can actually do. Yeah, that's actually really smart, Beck. Bulldog clip, I didn't even think of that because I don't have any in my house. So, whilst that's cutting, I'll just show you the easy way to know whether it's cut. It literally, like, the only part that's keeping it together is like the adhesive on it. So all you have to do is literally just pull it apart and it separates. Except for that bit that mustn't have cut very well. So I've got a bit that must have not liked me, and it just had a thread that didn't want to cut. So, you know, it's inevitable that something's going to go wrong, but we've cut them. Oh, we unloaded that. See, I'm so used to pressing buttons I almost forgot. So same with this stuff, it looks like it hasn't cut, but it really has. If I just pull it apart, you can see it's cut really well. So just pulling it apart, and there we go, it's all cut. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I can, I'm just going to use, there is a hole cut, but it's so tiny that I'm just going to use the tip of the weeding tool just to sort of poke the hole, just so that I know it's where it is. Oh, that's a good idea, Janine. Have I missed any comments? Sorry. I've been focusing on what was happening here. Yeah, Manira, you can make this with any, like Jules says, any machine. These, I'm showing that you can make it on the Joy because the Joy can cut less material, like different materials, but like it can't cut the same type of materials as what the Maker or the Air. So like I'm showing that if you can make it on the Joy, you can make it on any machine. Caroline, this is duct tape. So it's just really pretty duct tape and plain black duct tape. So the next thing on my list that I'm doing is, and I knew I'd forget them, is I've just got some jewelry pieces, and sorry, I'm just going to reach over because I left them on the desk over here. Sorry. I've already got some opened up ones, but it's literally just, I went to my discount store and got some of the shepherd hooks, the earring shepherd hooks. So I'm just going to grab a couple out and some rings. What are they called? Jump rings. Sorry, I've just got out a few in case I break any because I'm prone to breaking things. So, oh, that's cool, Gail. That's an awesome idea. The pink duct tape, I just got it from Choice discount store. So, and then I got a couple others from a place called Mega Choice. Oh, my fingernails are like not strong right now. So, this may not work how I want it to. I feel like I need another pair of pliers, sorry. I didn't... Alright, curse me, I'm getting a pair of tweezers, sorry. Just for holding, because my fingers are just terrible today. There we go. So I've opened up the jump ring and I actually have to put 2 in just to get this together. So I'm just attaching them, sliding the jump ring onto the hook and then deciding which way I want the feather to go because they're a little bit fiddly. My fingers. And which way do I want the feather? That way. Sorry guys, I'm really not chatty because it's like really fiddly work. And my nails and fingers just aren't doing what they normally do for me. And I'm actually like, I was really nervous on this live for some reason because it was such a different type of live. I felt really like giddy, like you guys were going to be like, ew, Natalie, we hate it. So, and I'm definitely not a jewelry maker, so please don't quote me on like correct procedure on how to make things because I don't sell like some people do. Like I don't make earrings to sell. I'm not professional at this. I'm just wanting to do something different. So now that we've got that part, I'm gonna add my earring piece. Oh, I have the shakes. I don't know why. Sorry guys, hopefully we can get all my earrings, all our jewelry done today. I'm just closing up the hook. So that's, oh, I'm getting stuck too. So that's one earring. And then this is so, sorry, it's really hot in my craft room too. Sorry guys, please ask questions and I will see them. I just am not really great with jewelry making in general. I'm trying something different tonight, so I hope you appreciate that I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. So, popping the feathers on, and you'll feel like some of the sticky part on the inside will stretch over the jump ring. No worries, Belinda. Have fun. So I'm just going to close the rings up. As I said, I'm not a professional at this, but I'll give it my best try. Alrighty, so, and then I just put my jump ring on the earrings. Whoops, nice job, Natalie, you professional. Hey Elise, I'm actually making earrings out of duct tape. Don't worry, you'll be able to catch up. There is a couple of other different methods that I'm playing with as well. These earrings, I really am not a professional. I'm probably going to put my sister-in-law to shame with this because she's probably just like, you're killing it. But, sorry. Oh, why did that come up here? There we go. So, completed first pair of earrings. Sorry it took so long, guys. So, I'll just wait till that's showing. So they're really cute. And they're super lightweight, so, you know, anyone can wear them without feeling like they're getting a headache. So I'll sit them down here at the bottom. The next one I'm going to play with is something slightly similar but slightly different at the same time. Sorry guys. And I'm going to hit complete down the bottom so I know I've done it. Don't even, Brad, don't even. Oh, I'm glad you guys like them. So I'm going to go I've completed it, but it thinks that I'm trying to make it again. So I'm going back to home. Yeah, they are super 80s style, but they're so super cute too. Don't judge me. The next ones I'm going to do are going to use some duct tape, and I've made the design specifically ready, so I'm going to make it on my mat. But I need to change the number of copies, so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spin, do I need this one spun? Yes, I do. I'm just going to make some space on it because the duct tape's only about 2 inches wide. So I need to make sure that it will cut, and I need to make sure I've got like 4 inches. And then the second one, it doesn't matter because I know I've got enough for that. So we're going to start with our duct tape. So we're going to hit continue. We're going to work with the light pink duct tape. If I can even open it. Once again, I'm going to go to my popular materials and I'm going to choose glitter cardstock. It's just the setting that I found worked great. Hey, Anne-Marie. Hey, Liz. Sorry if I'm missing everybody's heys and comments and stuff. Hey, Jess. one too many Baileys, Liz. Oh, I wish. Give me a couple of vodkas, then I'd be flying and have lots of fun here. I get really, you guys wouldn't believe it, I get really nervous every live. Like, I don't know about Jules and Paul, but I definitely still get very nervous whenever I'm doing a live tutorial. And yeah. Awesome, guys. So I'm just literally right now just folding duct tape in half so that it's sticking to each other. So give me a moment and make sure I got enough. Yeah, it's about enough. Alrighty, so I'm just going to give this a little trim here. As you can see, it's real duct tape. And this part of it was just under 4 inches. Sorry, I can't read upside down. I'm a bit blind. I don't know. Hang on, did I do enough? Yeah, I did. So I'm going to use this corner. I've cut too much on that corner. I'm going to put it on the other side. Alrighty, so it's asking me to load my mat, so I'm just going to load it. And then it asks me to go, so I'm just going to hit go. Oh, I'm getting stuff stuck to me. I'm a genius. And the actual other material that I'm going to be working with for it is party foil. So the other part of the design will actually be using Cricut party foil. Now, I'm just going to guesstimate how much I need because I wasn't actually smart enough to check, but I've got so much party foil it's not funny. Alrighty. So the machine is asking me to unload my mat, so I just tell it to unload. This didn't cut very well, which is fine because what I can actually do is tell it to recut it because it's actually not ruined it. Happens at every live, doesn't it? Everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to use some of the duct tape just to stick it to the mat. So I'm just going to go back to this one and redo the cut. Hit go. It's just going to recut the design. Now, for those while we're waiting, this is an example of what we're going to be making. I've got to put them in my... Thanks, Andrea. So I'm going to unload the mat. I'll pop these down here to show you as inspiration as to what we are making. And I'll peel off this. And I'll pop my party foil on, and with my party foil I'll actually use my brayer to keep it down. And it doesn't matter if I've got excess sitting on the end. But what I'm going to have to do is tell it that I'm using a different material. Oops. So I'm going to change my material, and I'm going to browse all materials, and I know it's right at the bottom, and it's party foil. Oh, and once again I tried to find the button, and then I just hit go. Thanks, Liz. Hi, Donna. So whilst that's cutting, I'll take out my duct tape ones. So as I said before, they just need like you just pull them out and they just come out so easily. What I'm actually going to do is, because the holes didn't really cut very well with this, so I'm actually just going to poke my own holes because it's so thin. But these are just Design Space files, so I think I looked up in images earrings, and I just found a really nice layered pair of earrings that I liked. So I'm just poking holes with my weeding tool actually, because it's just easier than getting a poker. But if you have the Cricut paper kit, there is a little pokey thing there. So I'm going to unload the party foil, and that just comes straight off. And I'll pop that down there. So with these ones here, I simply just attached the earring to it. I didn't put any jump rings in because, you know, as I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just a crafter trying to make some pretty stuff. So I put my pink duct tape on first, and I just need to find where I poked my hole before. And I just slide it on. And then I'm going to put my party foil on next. Now the hole for the party foil is actually quite low on these, so it's made to have like a jump ring, I assume. So what I'm actually going to do, if I can just pull that hole out. Oh, go out. Thank you. Is I'm actually just going to reshape the top of it a little bit, and I probably should have done this in the file myself, but I've just made it so that it didn't have such a large bit at the top. So I don't know if you can see that, but I just made it so that there was less of a arch, just so that it could be a bit closer to the earring. So I'm just poking the holes, make sure they've come through. Once again, just feed it onto your earring bit. And sorry, it's really hard to show you this because I'm like I'm not confident using tools myself, but so we've got one pair of earrings, and then we'll do the other pair if things stop sticking to me. So I'm just going to slide the duct tape part on first because it goes in the front, and then the party foil on the back. Sorry, I have to sort of let them hang so that I can get the close it up, like you just clamp it shut for me. I don't know if there's a rule as to how you do it, but voila, we have a pair of party foil and duct tape earrings. So something really simple and easy to use, and a lot of the time, hey Brenda, a lot of the time people have a lot of this stuff around. Like, you might not have the really pretty duct tape, but it was only like a couple of dollars, and I reckon you'll use it heaps. And the party foil is still available. It's not at Spotlight anymore, but it is still available at Craft Online. You can get some really cool colors. The next earrings, yeah, I know I'm doing all earrings, sorry guys. So if I just go back now to my designs, the next lot I will do is this lot. Now, I'm just going to go make it. This is just going to play with vinyl, and I'm going to work with vinyl on the mat because I'm just working with scraps that I have at home. But if you have the Joy Smart Vinyl, that will work also. Yeah, these are so fun. Like, can you imagine your kids or grandkids or anyone going, I need a present, I need it quick. You could whip up some earrings in no time with like next to no materials. Like, I mean, you use materials, but you don't use a lot. So I'm just going to continue and cut these just on this, it's just a premium vinyl, a Cricut premium vinyl. Now it'll make sense as to what I'm doing. Where am I looking? All materials, not paper, I want premium vinyl. And I'm just going to cut, so it tells me to load the machine. Now, the stuff that I'm making for this one is actually really cool. And I caught the bug a few years ago because it was going around in the US a lot. But I'm actually going to make some pretty cool button earrings. Now, as an example, these are a really rough job and I want to redo them. But as an example, you can make little button earrings like this that have cute little vinyl designs on them. So how we make the buttons though, you don't just buy the buttons like this, you can make them. So what you have to do is you have to get Biggie Beads. So there's a lot of different versions of these beads going around. They're the ones that your kids make little designs out of and melt. So what these ones are, these are the Biggie Beads, the Perla Biggie Beads. So they're the largest ones that you can get to do this with. I probably wouldn't recommend, you could make them using the smaller ones. However, the disc will come out a different size. So what you actually do with these ones, and I'll just sort of explain how you do it once I move some stuff out of the road to the side here. Apologies, I've made a huge mess here. Is you grab a baking tray and some parchment paper or baking paper as long as it's grease proof, and then you grab your beads. And then you place your beads apart on the tray, upside like this. Just pull them apart and you bake them in your oven. And now you bake them in your oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. You need to keep an eye on them. You bake them at 180 degrees Celsius. And what happens is as they melt, they flatten out like these little discs here. And as they flatten, you'll see them take shape. What you want to do is let it, when you put it on for 45 minutes, turn it off after the 45 minutes and let it cool so that they harden. Because if you move the tray whilst they're still hardening, it'll just run to the side. So a lot of people have made comment in the past that you shouldn't be baking these in your oven, but these are designed to be melted and they don't give off any gases or odors or anything like that. They're actually safe enough to be in your oven, provided you have gotten the ones that are meant, like the kids ones that are meant to be melted for their designs. So I have a heap of these already melted from a few years ago when I was like crazy insane making different things, but you can still buy the big bucket of beads. They are about $20, and I did find an Australian kids website that does it, but you need to get this size, you need the biggie ones. And I know that there's other brands, like you said, hammer beads, but you would probably want to check the size of them. These ones here are, I don't have a measuring tape in front of me, but they probably stand about 1 centimeter high, and they're probably about not quite 1 centimeter in diameter. So if you get ones that are too small, the bead droplet won't be the right size, but you can still make really cute earrings with smaller ones. I just like this size because you can put bigger designs and you can, you know, your vinyl will work better for it. So now I can unload my mat because my design has been cut. Oh, that's so cute. And I'm just going to trim down my vinyl. I didn't need to use a lot. I cut this vinyl at 1 centimeter design. So I'm just weeding it now. Sorry, I'm just going to bring it closer. probably a terrible colour to try and weed on camera because you can't tell. So, hopefully this works. I don't know if it'll work. The vinyl didn't. It might work. It looks like it might be working. I've lost a few details in this, but it was a really tiny design. So I apologise if it doesn't quite look how it's supposed to, but you will get the gist of it. It's all sticking to me. Get off me. I don't want to ruin the surprise. And so I'm just going to use some Cricut transfer tape. So I always have these really random like off-cut bits that I keep for this specific reason. So I get off my finger. So I'm just going to burnish the vinyl. And it will work so. So I'm just going to give this a burnish. And that's one. And I'll give it a burnish. And like right now they just look like little chocolate buttons probably. But when I get it done, everything's sticking to me. Now you can coat these in like a quick clear coat of nail polish. Just to keep the design intact. I don't have any on hand at the moment because, you know, I don't do my own nails normally. So all we need to do, if I can just get everything to stop sticking from me. So I've just got some really cheap super glue and some earring posts. These are just the Ribtex ones from Spotlight. They're just stainless steel or bright silver earring posts. I just grab out a post each. And this stuff actually like adheres really, really quickly. So I'm promising I'll try not to glue myself together. Sorry, I just don't want it to drop on anything. Alrighty, so I just grab the earring post and just give it a drop of super glue and pop it straight in the middle of my bead, and like it picks it up pretty quickly. Sorry, I just have terrible lighting here and I can't tell where my glue is. Oh, sideways, too quick. As I said, it dries really, really quickly, so you've got to be quick to try and get it in the middle. So once the earrings dry, I can pick them up even though they're not dry because they'll still hold. We have some toilet paper earrings. So you can put lots of different things on these. You can put like monograms, you can put emoji faces, you can put cute little butterflies, anything like pink ribbons for Pink Ribbon Day. Like you can literally design these around. I'm just going to turn them upside down so that they can still dry, but like the color choices are quite endless. I've seen so many good varieties of what you can do with these. They actually turn out like super cute. So that's earring type number, what are we up to? Number 3. Alrighty. So now that I've finished that lot, the next lot I'm going to be making is going to have some faux leather. Now, I know that the Joy can't cut any of the larger faux leathers, like the thicker faux leathers, but it can cut the Cricut faux leather paper thin. I'll just grab what it looks like. So it can cut the Cricut faux leather, which, you know, is thin enough to cut with just a fine point blade. So I'm going to grab my mat. Hopefully it's still got enough sticky on it. And I'm actually going to use an offcut of some black that I have. And I've just cut it to size. I always place the pebbled side down onto a mat. And I'm just giving it a really good, normally I'd use a purple mat on a maker, but I'm just going to give it a really good brayer with the brayer so that it sticks really nicely and neatly down to that. So I don't need to do anything on this but hit continue. Sorry guys. Going to hit continue. I'm going to search my materials. I know that it is a faux leather. Where is it? I went too far, didn't I? Faux leather paper thin is the option. Now it's telling me to load the mat. So these earrings are just adorable. Toilet paper earrings. Alrighty, so what we have, it's checked everything. We just tell it to go. So down in the bottom corner. Sorry, I get really fascinated watching the Joy in action. The little dot part of the earring came out, so that just proves that it actually does cut really well. I just wiped it away so it didn't get caught in there. Hey Judy. And once again it came out so quickly, which means it was such good quality cut. Now it's asking us to unload the mat. If I peel it away, how perfect of a cut was that? Like, that is an absolute perfect cut. So what I'm actually going to put on these is an iron-on design. So I've actually got my Joy Smart iron-on, and I'm going to use some gold. Sorry, this is a pack I've had open, so get the gold out. Now, obviously I've already mirrored this design, so I'm actually going to tell it that I'm changing my fabric, or my material, sorry, and it's just going to be, I can't even read upside down, Smart iron-on. So I just select Smart iron-on as my material, and then I feed it into the machine. It checks the length to make sure that I have enough. It only checks how much I need. It doesn't go the whole way or the length to see how much I have. It just makes sure that I have what I need. And now that it's ready, I just hit go on my app. And it does the magic for me. So I'm just doing some housekeeping and tidying up. Hopefully you guys have like learnt some new techniques and materials that you can cut. These are definitely some fun and exciting ones here. We're not finished all of them. Be a moment. No, Narelle. Realistically, the Joy Smart Materials will only work matless on the Joy. And I have checked with against my Cricut Maker, and it does not have an option to use the Joy Smart Materials on the mat. So it's not recommended. You may as well just use regular iron-on for, like a regular size roll of iron-on for your Maker or Explore Air. So this is, I probably have picked the most intricate design that you possibly could imagine, but it's going. So maybe whilst this is cutting, I can talk to you about a lovely competition that we have. Oh, no worries, Brad. Save some dinner for me. So does anybody want... Sorry, I'm really tired today. Paul and Jules and I have gathered and come up with a really fun way of doing a giveaway for 4 rolls of amazing party foil. I really have to turn it around. Hi, Lisa. So what we have up for grabs is a roll of silver, a roll of blue, a roll of gold, and a roll of red party foil. So as I said, this is actually being discontinued at Spotlight. However, it is still available for purchase at Craft Online. So it's about $40 worth of value here. And what we would love to know, if you would love to win some party foil, and I'll post on the page the comp link where you need to enter after the live. But if you could be at any party right now, where would it be? So just tell us in 25 words or less. If you could be at any party right now, what would it be? So just whilst this is cutting, some really pretty party foil. And there's 2 sheets in each pack. There is a sheet of holographic and a sheet of regular in each pack. Yep, 1 solid and 1 holographic. So I'll post that competition after the live is finished. But this is legit. What's in my hands is what you have up for grabs. So keep an eye out for that. And the winner will be announced next week. So now my vinyl has finished cutting. I can tell it to unload. And I'm actually going to trim it down to what I need. I know this feels like a waste of vinyl, but I don't have time to play with it. Get that mat out of the way for a bit. So I'm just going to weed the Smart iron on. Alita wants to be at a Cricut party. I'd love to be at a Cricut party right now, Alita. I feel like I'm slightly losing my mojo for my crafting because I'm at home all the time. Like, it's not like I can come home and craft a way to get away from all the pressures at work. So I'm actually like missing having that, oh, I'm coming home to my craft room, because like coming home to my craft room now is either, depending on where I start working, it's either I walk from my dining room to my craft room or I turn around in my seat in my craft room because I'm working from home. Anybody else? Sorry, this weeding tool is not my favorite weeding tool. Give me a second. I'm gonna get my favorite because I can weed super fast with my favorite. So everybody has their own favorite weeding tools, I'm sure, just from practice. See how quick I can go when I have my old trusty fave. I'm just gonna pop the Joy closed. It's funny how different weeding tools how many different weeding tools there are and how people like them. Andrea wants to be at a school party with your kids. A School party. What does that mean? What's a school party? Is that like you're at school with your kids? Or are you a teacher or something? I'm working from home in my craft room. So your Crojo is low too. Yeah, look, it's hard because, like I've said it many times before, like I'm a debt collector, but it's not a fun time at the moment. And by the time you're so exhausted, by the time you talk to all these people about their circumstances, and like we're quite sympathetic to what's happening in the world. Like we're not evil, heartless people. But you're so exhausted from talking to these people all day and hearing every situation you can imagine that it's just not that, fun. Oh, you're a teacher. Awesome job, Andrea. I don't know where you're located. I don't know when school goes back for you. I know Victoria went back this week, I think. So are you back yet? I probably asked you about teaching last week. I'm sorry if I don't remember. I know I was talking to someone that was a teacher on my live the other week. Oh, I want your mojo, Natasha. I wish I was crafting a little bit more, and I have all these massive plans to craft more, but like, I'll be honest, in my head, all I really wanted to do tonight, I love crafting and I wanted to make these tonight because they were super exciting and something different that you bright guys probably haven't seen before. But Brisbane's back to school next week. Yeah, awesome. But like what I really, really wanted to do tonight was go through the 200 odd plus emails that I have waiting for me in my inbox. But that can wait till tomorrow morning. So, I'm blessed to have a job and everything, but it's so stressful right now. And you guys you are a good distraction. If I could go live and craft every night, I probably would. Even if you weren't watching what I was doing and you were just chatting with me. The only person I see right now is my husband, and he's a bit crazy. Oh, party with your grandbabies, Patty. That sounds so nice. And you're going to have so much fun when you actually are allowed to go and spend time with them again. Alrighty, so now that I'm all weeded, I'm just going to move some stuff out of the way because I'm going to play with, I've just got my, for the purposes of things sticking to me apparently, I've just got my regular 6x7 easy press here at the moment, just because I'm a bit unprepared for tonight. So I'm going to move the Joy. Once again, as everybody knows, the Joy doesn't have any buttons, so to turn it off, you unplug it. It's as simple as that. So I'm just going to, because we're not using the Joy again tonight, I'm just going to unplug it, and I'm just going to pop it down on this table beside me that you can't see. Alrighty, so I'm going to move the mat out of the way as well, just so that I don't risk damaging it, and I'll bring in my easy press. And I've got my bits here. Now, sorry if I'm missing any comments, guys. I'm going to go now to the heat guide, and I'm sorry if I've gone a little bit over on this live also in time. You know me. I'm so smart when it comes to going over on time. Alrighty, so if I just look up Cricut heat guide, and it's usually the first one on the screen. I'm using an easy press 2. I'm using, where is it? Smart iron-on. So there is different heat settings for smart iron-on and regular iron-on because it does have a thicker carrier. My base is faux leather. I'm using an easy press mat, and I hit apply. Cricut's trying to sell me stuff. I'm in degrees Celsius and I need to set my heat to 140 and my timer for 30 seconds. So I will turn this around so you guys can see the heat guide. So just so you know, I've put all the details in and it tells me how long I have to heat for. So I'm just going to pull that to the side so I can line up these. I want to make sure that they line up well. And because I'm a genius, I'm just going to use the trick that I taught Paul, which is using some of the Cricut heat resistant tape so that your design doesn't move. So I'm just taping it to the faux leather, because what I find is that the Joy transfer, or the carrier sheet for the iron-on, isn't as sticky as the other stuff that we use as the regular Cricut. So I'm just going to find the right spot for these. Once again, just going to tape it down on a couple of sides. And the parchment paper I used before, I'm going to place over the top. And I'll put this on top of it. And I'm going to press for 30 seconds. And it's just light pressure. So I'm just going to put my hands on it. I'm not going to really press down on it. So just light pressure. 16, 15, 14. Sorry, I'm counting. Not that you need me to count for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Haha, that worked. So I've just removed that. They're really hot. Generally, I will just pull it off the mat so that they can cool down, because this mat will continue to heat up and get hot because it reflects all of the heat. So on the back of this mat, it's not even hot to touch, but on the front of this mat, it's still super hot. So I always put it on my table, like take it off the mat and put it on my table so that it cools down. And then we'll peel off the transfer carrier. So I know you guys were watching Jules's live the other weekend, the Easter one, and she went and used a glass to rub hers on. I just put mine on the table, or if I have a glass or something close by. So I'm just peeling it off slowly to make sure I don't lift anything up. Now, my design came off the edge a little bit because, you know, I don't know, maybe it moved a little. So I'm just trimming it up on the edges. Nothing major, I just wanted to tidy it up a little bit. And I'll remove the next one. You guys aren't very chatty tonight. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Feeling a bit naked without my pretty nails as well. That will have to wait till quarantine is done. I'm not going to risk getting my sister in trouble. I'm just peeling back this. That's just rubbish again. Once again, I've got a little bit that leant over. I think maybe the design was a little bit larger than the faux leather, which is okay. A little trim won't hurt anybody. Now all I have to do is attach them to the earrings. So once again, I'm not going to use a jump ring. Open it up, pop it on, close it up. Geez, I did that so quickly, it's not funny. That was professional in its... Watching this while making bows, loving my maker and joy through the isolation. We are listening. Thanks, Olivia. I'm watching you and crocheting. Need another hand for typing. Not chatting, but still listening and watching. You are I kind of am talking to myself. There's no one here talking back to me. I've got to look up and read comments. So, and then here's the final one. So that is my last pair of earrings that I made. This is actually a design space file as well. It's actually a veneer wood design. If you look up in projects, veneer earrings, it's this, but I just, instead of cutting veneer, I cut faux leather, and instead of cutting self-adhesive vinyl, I cut iron-on. So there we have it. We've made 4 pairs of earrings. Let's turn this baby off and get it to the side. We've made 4 pairs of earrings. I'll bring them all up. Come here. I don't think I have enough hands for them all. Here we go. Hang on, hang on. And then last but not least, our toilet paper earrings. So we've made 4 pairs of earrings. And they were all made with the Joy, which means if you can make them on the Joy, you can make them on the Maker or the Explore Air. So we have all duct tape and party foil, Biggie Beads and self-adhesive vinyl, and then faux leather and iron-on. So all cute, easy earrings that you can make. I know it seems like I took forever, but realistically they only took about 15 to 20 minutes maximum, probably about 15 minutes each to make. So I can't wait to see what you guys make. I'm really excited, and they're all very, very different. So please share what you can make with unique materials. I mean, can you imagine using the duct tape and doing a necklace out of it? It wouldn't be so heavy. It would be really great. Olivia, look, they don't even take that long. So even if you're just sitting on the lounge, if you've got a Joy and you're sitting on the lounge, just grab out some duct tape and get to making. So once again, I'll just reiterate, we're giving away 4 rolls of Cricut party foil on the page. I'll post a link shortly where you can enter. We would like to know in 25 words or less, if you could be at a party right now, where would it be? So 25 words or less, tell us where you would like to be partying right now. And next week we have Jules on. She's going to be playing with the wavy blade, and she will be using felt. So I think she might be doing a felt wavy flower, but we'll see what happens, what she comes up with. Anyway guys, if there's any other questions before I go, I will, if I've missed anything, I promise I'll come back and I will chat with you. I will also take some really nice photos of these and post them on the page and share inspiration. So looking forward to seeing what you guys do, and hopefully we'll be crafting again soon in isolation with you. Alright guys, it was really, really lovely to craft tonight with you. Thank you for helping de-stress me, and we'll talk soon. Bye all!